What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to a brand new week here on Anfield Agenda and today's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. I'm going to be discussing the futures of Mohamed Salah, Federico Kasa and Alexis Mallister, as well as asking the question, is Jeremy JACQUET going to miss some of pre-season for Liverpool Football Club? We'll also be discussing some of the numbers around the viewing figures for Liverpool's game at Manchester City and lots more over the next few minutes. As always, folks, we want to know your thoughts, so do let us know in the comment section. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you back here tonight at 8:45 for the late night agenda. I've missed chatting with you guys every evening. Great to be back tonight. We'll also have the preview, because believe it or not, it is already time for the preview for the Sunderland game to come out. That'll be out at about 10:30 tonight. Until then, let's get cracking with the news. So, this report here said that Mohamed Salah will be offered the chance to replace Cristiano Ronaldo as the new face of the Saudi Pro League this summer. And if the forward accepts, he could treble his £400,000 per week wages. That's a lot of money, but to be fair, if they want him to be the face of the Saudi Pro League and replace Cristiano Ronaldo, I believe Ronaldo was on about $3.5 million a week, if I'm not mistaken. So are they underpaying Mo there? What do you think does happen, ladies and gents, in the summer with Mo? I really don't know what is going to happen. I think he's earned the right to make his own decision on his future, but is it going to be a best for all parties situation if Mohamed Salah doesn't discover his goal scoring form for the rest of the season? I really am unsure what way this one all pans out, so your comments are very much welcome. Do let me know what you think happens with Mohamed Salah in the summer. So, L'Equipe are reporting that new Liverpool signing Jeremy JACQUET may require surgery to sort out a shoulder injury. This would likely mean that Jeremy JACQUET would not play again this season and could even interrupt his pre-season at Anfield later this year. That is not the news, of course, that we, or I'm sure Jeremy JACQUET, wants to hear. Whatever happens, of course, we do hope he's back in time for pre-season. And most importantly, that he gets himself back to full health, because if Liverpool are to bring in Jeremy JACQUET, they want the Jeremy JACQUET that is at his very, very best, of course. Don't think he'll be going to the World Cup of France this summer, so I think from that perspective, it should give Liverpool a little bit more time. But we will, of course, keep you right up to date with the recovery process or the decision to operate on Jeremy JACQUET or not as soon as we know it. Caught offside, ladies and gentlemen. They're saying that Liverpool are open to selling Federico Kasa in the summer over continued doubts about his future. The club's asking price, they say, is it going to be around £22 to £26 million. I don't think we're going to get £22 to £26 million. I mean, let's be honest about it. At the time when we bought Federico, we got him for a very reasonable fee because nobody else was seemingly willing to take a punt. I find it very difficult to believe that after, 2 years or so at Liverpool with very limited minutes, that his price is going to go up to 22 to 26 million. I mean, he's gotten older since he's been here. That's, no surprise to anybody, but I just don't see. If we can get it, brilliant. I mean, look, I will always say yes to Liverpool getting as much money as possible for a player that they want to move on, but it will just bring to an end a very frustrating time for Federico, and of course for us Liverpool fans as well, who wish we could have seen a little bit more of him during his tenure with the Reds. Henry Jackson, I'm not sure if Henry still writes for This Is Anfield or if he used to, but Henry Jackson writes that it took Virgil van Djk nearly 5 years to lose his first home game as a Liverpool player. He's now lost 3 in the last 3 months. Again, look, just a reflection of how up and down and how crazy a season it has been for the Reds. I want to just pass on some sad news as well. It's been reported by Ismail Mahmoud that Mohamed Salah's grandfather has passed away, and he says, my sincere condolences to him and his family, which of course is a sentiment that we wholeheartedly echo, and I'm sure you guys do in the comments as well. Very sad to hear the passing of a loved one, and we send our condolences and our love to Mohamed Salah and his family. Right. USA Network said that it is estimated that the Liverpool-Manchester City match had a global audience of between 700 and 750 million viewers. Sounds like quite a lot, doesn't it? Compare that to an estimated 220 million viewers for the 2026 Super Bowl, and you can see quite how big business football has become. Look, it's never shocking to me to see that football dwarfs NFL figures. It's been this way for a long time. If you go back even to games between Liverpool and Manchester United, historically, the numbers worldwide are absolutely huge and only growing. This was, of course, Manchester City, but you can see 700 to 750 million people around the world tuning in to watch Dominic Szoboszlai put that absolute beauty of an arrow of a free kick in. And we'll forget what happened afterwards. Let's just focus on the beauty of that free kick for a minute because, my God, it was amazing. Right. Let's talk Footy Insider. Transfer News Live have posted and they've said that Liverpool could be about to re-sign 23-year-old England centre-back Jarell Kwanza from Bayer Leverkusen next year. They have a buyback clause as part of the deal that could be triggered from 2027. Look, we always thought it was likely we would see Mr. Kwanza back at Liverpool if he played well and progressed well over at Leverkusen. Liverpool put that clause in there probably because they believed that he would continue to progress and would be very much worth having a look at again in 2027. So hopefully he continues to develop over there with Leverkusen, continues to play first team football, and if Liverpool view him as worth taking that buyback clause, then happy days. Welcome back to Liverpool Football Club. But either way, it doesn't really help us in the here and now at centre-back or even for next summer. We know we've got Jeremy JACQUET. We've just spoken about his situation. We don't know, of course, what's going on with Ibrahim Konate. We hope that we get a good contract extension news soon on that one. But again, I'm not holding my breath on it as it's getting to the nitty-gritty part of the season now, and that's where our focus should be. So, Graham Bailey said Liverpool are one of the clubs to have made contact with the camp of Newcastle midfielder Sandro Tonali. Look, I love Sandro Tonali as a footballer. I think he's brilliant and Liverpool do have a long-held interest in him. But I just don't want another saga with Liverpool and Newcastle. It got quite bitter over the whole Isak situation. Arsenal, of course, we know were offered the opportunity to sign Sandro Tonali according to various reports at the end of the winter window. So we'll keep an eye on this one to see what happens in the summer. Think he's a great footballer, but again, don't want that whole toxicity between us and Newcastle all over again. But look, if it makes us stronger, let's wait and see what happens. So, any of you who are on X probably know of a Liverpool account called John O'Sullivan or Corbally Red. And he's just been posting some of the records that Slots Liverpool has broken. And he said just in case anybody wants to try to keep defending him. Now, this isn't me being negative. This is just showing you that our channel isn't a bastion of toxicity as some people are looking to try to paint us out to be. We are just a reflection of how Liverpool fans feel. And John writes in his post, worst run of any Liverpool manager in 71 years. First Liverpool manager with 5 straight domestic cup defeats since 1953. First time 3 consecutive league losses by 3+ goals since March 1965. Most 90th minute winners conceded in the Premier League season, even with 3 months still to play. Worst 20 game stretch than Roy Hodgson points wise, as we pointed out to you yesterday. First Liverpool manager to lose 19 games in a calendar year, and on track for the worst Premier League title defence in Premier League history. And he goes on to say that Hughes and Edwards need sacking too for backing him. So again, to anybody that wants to just paint our community, and I'm not even going to say me, but our community as toxic, we are just a reflection, as I keep saying, of the Liverpool fan base. And the ones that watch our channel obviously come towards the type of content that they maybe sympathise with, but certainly it isn't just here. You can see right across the Liverpool fan base there is an unhappiness with the situation we find ourselves in with the manager and of course with the 2 gents above him. So, Anfield Edition, they've quoted Win All Sports, I believe are an Argentinian media outlet, speaking about Alexis McAllister and his father, and they say, Alexis McAllister's father, Carlos McAllister, speaking to Win All Sports, said, I have to be prudent, he plays for Liverpool now. In the future, if the opportunity arises and it's appropriate, he'll have to make his own decisions. What I can say at the moment is that Alexis is focused on Liverpool and the current season. Alexis is very happy and comfortable at Liverpool. Now, the reason I bring this up is we've had conversations over the last couple of months about will we sacrifice a number 8 or a central midfielder in the future to try to bring in a defensive midfielder. And I've always said that my personal thought process was McAllister might be the most likely one. Now, I have to admit that this week here in the Curtis Jones news made me wonder, was Curtis Jones going to be the one to make way? But we will keep an eye on this situation for you. We know Curtis Jones' contract is up at the end of 2027. Alexis McAllister, along with Ryan Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai, their contracts are up in 2028. So there is a little bit more wiggle room there time-wise, but we also know that Real Madrid have, shall we say, cast admiring glances his way in the past. So we'll keep an eye on the situation for you, let you know if anything comes of it. But I want to remind you guys as well about our giveaway that we are launched this month for February. We're giving away a signed Jurgen Klopp frame shirt completely free. Scan the QR code below or use the link in the description for further details. This is all in conjunction with our friends at the Collectors Corner, and a reminder that you can also get yourself 20% off anything that you'd like at thecollectorscorner.co.uk by using the code in the bottom corner of your screen there, Anfield Agenda 1. That is it for me for now, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll see you back here tonight at 8:45 where we'll get stuck into it. Much love and great to be back.